following video is not made for kids. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello to my subscribers, this is the TFengi coming to you with what is going to be my final Transformers haul for 2023. And the reason why I'm covering my face is because I want to start things off with a little surprise for you guys. So yesterday I went to the barber's to get a haircut, and apparently Megatron sent Bombshell to the barber shop, and he hypnotized the barber, took control of his mind, and they took off more hair than I wanted to. So, surprise! This is what I'm going to look like for the next few months when I do my other videos for 2024. So I'm starting off the new year with a clean shaven outlook on my Transformers reviews. So, jokes aside, here is my final haul of Transformers figures for 2023. Before we continue, the reason why I'm using my backup camera is because I had some complaints from some of my subscribers that my volume is too low on the camera I normally use, which is the one built into my laptop. I stopped using this one for a while because I noticed that it makes clicking noises in the background, so bear in mind with me with those clicking sounds, because this camera does, while it has that sound in the background, the volume is louder and the picture is slightly more clear here. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to use the camera when I do my top Transformers video for 2023, which I'm hoping to get done within the next few hours before midnight, so I can get it out before the new year starts. Alright, but to move things along, all the Transformers, my last haul of Transformers figures for 2023, they all came from Amazon.com, which is why the box that one of them came in I'm using for the thumbnail of the video. But without further delay, here's my final haul of Transformers figures, 5 total. So to start things off, we have the most recent wave of Studio Series figures. I'm trying to adjust these because I'm following my camera at an awkward angle. But here are Studio Series Gamer Edition Starscream and Studio Series 86 Voyager class Scrap Heap. So Starscream's the figure that admittedly I'm the least excited for, but I'm still thrilled to have a new Voyager class sized figure of Starscream based on his appearance in the Transformers video games. And I really hope that we eventually get Thundercracker and Skywarp repaints of this figure. From the handful of reviews that are already out on Gamer Edition Starscream from collectors who've already gotten a hold of him, he's right there besides Gamer Edition Bumblebee, and not being as great as Optimus Prime, but better than Gamer Edition Megatron and Barricade. So it's a little upsetting to know that the Gamer Edition series is possibly the worst subline of Studio Series in general. And as for Scrap Heap here, I'm really thrilled to have this figure. For years, Scrap Heap was one of only 3 Junkions who had names and identities in the Transformers comic books. One of them, of course, being Wreck-Gar, and the second one was Junkyard, which Hasbro had to rename Junk Heap when releasing a figure of him. So Wreck-Gar, Studio Series 86 Wreck-Gar, along with the 2 figures that are mold mates with him, Junkyard and Scrap Heap. For years, these were the only 3 Junkions to have names and identities, but that started changing in the early 2000s when Takara Tomy decided to give more of the Junkions proper names and identities, and increase the number of troops under Wreck-Gar's command, such as Detritus, who was recently released in the Legacy Evolution line, and of course all the Junkions we got in Legacy Evolution, such as Scrap Hook, Crash Bar, Axle Grease, Trash Master. You get the idea. And then next up we have the final 2 figures I needed to complete the Legacy United line, and from what I've seen on Amazon, because these figures keep selling out, these are the most sought after figures of Wave 1 of Legacy United, and they are Leader Class Tigerhawk and Voyager Class Animated Optimus Prime. So yes, I'm really thrilled to have these guys. And focusing on Tiger Truck for a second, unfortunately the rumors are true. Starting with the Legacy United line, Leader Class Transformers, just like Deluxe and Voyager Class, are now going to have open window. So the days of Leader Class Transformers being sold in enclosed boxes are over now. And when Hasbro said they were going to do away with plastic-free packaging, starting with the Legacy United line for the Transformers 40th anniversary, and they were going to bring plastic back to the packaging. Unfortunately, it was not bringing back plastic windows. I don't know how well you can see it there inside Tigerhawk, but you can see across his chest and on one of his arms. Hasbro decided to do away with the paper tie-downs that they were using for the Legacy Evolution line, and they brought back plastic tie-downs. Why couldn't they keep paper tie-downs and bring back plastic windows? Well, the answer is obvious. Money. It's cheaper to use to have open windows and plastic tie-downs than to have plastic windows and paper tie-downs on the Transformers figures. So yeah, unfortunately, leader class Transformers are now going to have open windows. So Tigerhawk is a preview of what leader class Transformers are going to look like in the future. So I personally wouldn't be all too surprised if Studio Series 86 leader class Swoop that's coming out next year is going to have an open window. Oh, which I'm really disappointed to know about that. Here's animated Optimus Prime. He's the final Optimus Prime figure I've added to my Transformers collection this year, and I honestly didn't think that the animated version of Optimus Prime was a version of the Autobot leader we were going to get it in the Legacy line. So I'm really thrilled to have this figure here. And again, sorry for repeating myself, but I'm just so excited to have animated Optimus Prime and Tigerhawk, because in my other collection haul videos that I've shown off so far, I already have the other Legacy United Wave 1 figures. So with Tigerhawk and animated Optimus Prime, I have all 10 figures in the Legacy United Wave 1 line. So Legacy United, I'm all set until Wave 2 gets released in a couple of months. And so that's really made my New Year's Eve knowing that I have Legacy United Wave 1 completed. But moving on, the final Transformers action figure is one none of you guys are going to guess as to what it is, because it's one that I've wanted since it came out in 2009. I don't think I ever saw it in stores when it was out, because it was sold as an exclusive. I contemplated getting it a couple of times last year in 2022 when I started collecting Transformers off of eBay, but I managed to find one brand new in an unopened box off of Amazon for what I felt was a decent price. And so this is a figure that's come completely out of left field. And so without further delay, everyone, I give you Transformers Universe Earth's Ultra Class Skyfall, or as he was originally known in the Generation 2 line, Skyjack. So yeah, this is one of the Transformers figures from the Transformers Universe line that I wanted to add to my Transformers collection for ages. Skyfall was one of the Transformers figures released in the second half of the Universe/Classics 2.0 line in 2009, and it celebrated the 25th anniversary of the Transformers franchise. So it amazes me that it's now been 15 years since that anniversary celebration happened, and we're now on the 40th anniversary here. But yes, when I found out that Skyfall here was based on the Transformers Generation 2 character of Skyjack, even though it's a repaint of the Universe Aerialbot Silverbolt figure that had been released the previous year in 2008, the paint job, along with the fact that it was a figure of a Transformers character I didn't have in my Transformers collection, I decided what would be the harm in getting it and adding it here to my collection. And this is a figure from a bygone era, because a lot of the stuff that's on the box itself is stuff that isn't seen on Transformers packaging anymore. You've got a paragraph-long bio explaining who Skyfall is. You've got tech specs showing all his strengths and weaknesses. You do have the stuff that's still on boxes today, such as the vehicle mode and the robot mode. One thing that isn't shown is the number of steps it takes to transform the figure. But another thing that isn't on Transformers packaging anymore is advertisements for other Transformers action figures that were released in the same line. I have all three of these deluxes here, except for Starscream, but I did a custom figure of that. I don't have Hardhead, but I have the Titans Return figure, so that's I'm not concerned that I don't have that here. But yeah, you've got the Transformers phrase, Robots in Disguise. That's not seen on packaging too often anymore, but And one side of the box shows you the faction symbol that the Transformers character is on. One thing that no longer exists, which was advertised on Transformers boxes all the time, is this right here. You can join the Transformers Collectors Club. Not anymore. That website, I don't think it's being upheld anymore. But two last things I will show about Skyfall, which I'll probably show again in his review when I eventually get to it. When Transformers figures during the 2000s were released as exclusives at Walmart stores, they had this sticker on the surface of the box saying that it's only available at Walmart. So I kind of miss seeing these stickers here on the exclusive Transformers figures. These days, rather than just slapping a sticker and having the figure released in the exact same style of box as the mass retail figures, the figures released exclusively at Walmart, they now have their own special style of boxes. So I'll let you guys decide what you think is better, having a completely different box or having the only at Walmart sticker here. This was true for a Transformers exclusive sold at all stores back in the 2000s, sold exclusively at Kmart, sold exclusively at Target, Toys R Us. But one last thing I want to show is that this particular figure right here, Skyfall, he is Ultra Class. Ultra Class is a size class of Transformers figure that's now defunct and no longer exists. And the Universe Classics 2.0 line was one of two lines, along with, I believe it with Revenge of the Fallen, that had this size class. Ultra Class, looking back from what I remember back in 2009, back when that year existed, the Ultra Class sizes were the size class of Transformers that sold the least well, and I think, and so after the Transformers Universe Classics line ended and the celebration of the Transformers 25th anniversary came to an end, Hasbro decided that it was time to put an end to it, and so after the Universe line ended, that was it. Ultra Class size Transformers were gone, and to this day, a Ultra Class size has never been brought back. So to this day, there is still no size class of Transformers figures in between Voyagers and Leaders, and I think some Transformers fans and collectors who weren't collecting Transformers back in 2009, they probably aren't aware that there used to be a size class of Transformer in between Leader and Voyager. But yeah, when I was collecting Transformers throughout the decade of the 2000s, Ultra Class was as much of a common size class as Deluxe, Voyager, and Leaders were, so I always have a fondness for size classes of Transformers figures that don't exist anymore. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I rambled on far too much than I wanted to. This has been the TFN Geek. This is my final Transformers haul video for 2023. So with Leader Class Tigerhawk and Animated Optimus Prime, I have now completed Wave 1 of Legacy United, so the reviews for those figures are going to come out in the coming weeks. I finally have the latest Studio Series Voyager Class figures of Gamer Edition Starscream and 86 Scrap Heap, so I'm really thrilled to have these figures here. And last but by no means least, I have Transformers Universe / Classics 2.0 Ultra Class Skyfall, aka Generation 2 Skyjack. So that's an exciting old school Transformers figure to have now. From what I've seen on the internet over the past few years, by the time a Transformers action figure has been in existence for roughly 6 to 7 years, it's now considered a vintage Transformers action figure, since no retail stores have it on the shelves anymore. And the only place to buy it is in the aftermarket, not the actual main market. I don't know how old a Transformers figure has to be to go from vintage to being retro, or if there's even a difference between the two. I'm not gonna go into it too much, but I'm just really thrilled to have all these Transformers figures. So thank you guys all so much, and hopefully within the next few hours I can get around to doing my top favorite Transformers figures of 2023. So until next time, you guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and be sure when you go to the barber shop to check and make sure the Decepticons haven't brainwashed the barber into taking off more hair than you wanted to. So until next time, you guys, happy New Year's Eve, Eve, stay tuned for my top Transformers video, and once that video is done, and stay tuned for my upcoming Transformers reviews. Once the clock strikes midnight tonight and the year 2024 begins, I will officially be 2 years behind in my Transformers reviews, so I'm really, really, really hoping I'll be able to finally finish playing catch up and get all the reviews recorded. One last announcement I will make in this video is that I am contemplating on, in the past few years, I've tried to save some parts of the boxes that my Transformers figures have come in, but with space running out, I'm contemplating on just getting rid of all the boxes entirely and just letting the cardboard be recycled. So thank you guys all so much. Thank you to all my subscribers and to all my fellow Transformers fans, collectors, and friends for your continued support. So thank you guys all once again. Happy New Year's Eve. Transformer and roll out. Goodbye, everyone.